Northwestern gets their season underway without one of the cornerstones of their program, Brooks Barnhizer. This summer, Barnhizer became the first Northwestern player to be selected in the NBA draft in 26 years, and the very first to be drafted under head coach Chris Collins. I spoke with Brooks and his family about his next chapter and his Northwestern journey.
Barnhizer with a jam.
If I want to play this game a long time, I kind of know that it's going to take a lot. So I think that, I'm out there and it does get emotional because you remember all the highs and lows of, my basketball journey up to date. I really love this game. I love this game for what it is and not like what it brings.
It's tough to find someone who loves the game of basketball more than Brooks Barnhizer. And after 4 years playing for Northwestern, he's now living out his lifelong dream, playing in the NBA. Can you tell me at all about the moment you got the call and just what were some of those emotions when the Thunder drafted you with that selection?
I think a lot of things kind of flashed before you, a lot of the hard work, a lot of the, my last year was very hard with injuries and not being able to finish my year and stuff. So it really just kind of gratitude is probably the word that really just kind of, resonates with me.
I think the coolest part for me was his his best friends from Northwestern were down. And for him to share that with them was cool.
Being his brother, I'm just really happy for him. He works so hard. He's a great person. This couldn't have happened to anybody any better.
Really proud of Brooks. We watch all his games, and I know he's repping Northwestern really proudly up there in the NBA.
Joining the defending champion Oklahoma City Thunder, Brooks walks into a locker room of guys that compete just like he does. Brooks describes OKC as a match made in heaven.
Kind of get guys, I think, that have a lot of similar, views and beliefs, not only on the court, but just kind of how, you should kind of treat life and everything.
He's got real toughness, you have to be tough to play in the NBA, but he's got kind of another level toughness.
In preseason play, Brooks was getting comfortable. Multiple double-double performances, including right here at Pfizer Forum in Milwaukee. In the second regular season game of his career, Brooks returned to his home state of Indiana to play the Pacers, scoring his first NBA points with his whole family in attendance.
It was special. If you would have told me last year when he was hurt for Northwestern that he would have got drafted by the NBA champs and he would have played in the first 2 games of the season and scored his first basket in Indianapolis, Indiana, where we're from, I would have told you you're lying.
Basketball is a family affair for the Barnhizers. Growing up in Lafayette, Indiana, Brooks, his brother Braxton, and his dad Mark, who doubled as coach for his 2 sons, woke up at 5 a.m. each morning, getting up hundreds of shots before the first ring of the school bell.
Those years were by far the most gratifying, time in my life. There's nothing like being in the gym with those two. I mean, it's just the best feeling in the world.
Number 13, Brooks Barnhizer.
Brooks didn't play much his freshman year, but by the time his senior season rolled around, he was regarded as one of the best players in the Big Ten and looked primed for an all-conference season. But sometimes in sports, fate isn't fair.
The decision was made to shut it down, and so he's not going to be with us the rest of the year. It's the right decision, but he left it all out there. And I'm sorry I'm getting emotional, but I love that kid.
After working back from a late summer foot injury, Brooks re-injured his foot in Northwestern's game against Michigan State on January 12th. His season could have ended there, but he continued to play anyway for almost 3 weeks.
Everywhere I go, Northwestern is going to be with me. And I really mean that. Everywhere I go, Northwestern's in my heart. And, I wear Northwestern on my sleeves.
When the Cats' season came to a close and it came time to clean out his locker, Brooks just couldn't do it. He loved Northwestern and his Northwestern family too much.
The one thing about Northwestern I love was our players know the students in the crowd. and like I would know them on a personal level. So they mean the world to me, and hopefully I can just keep going on and continue to make you guys proud, make Northwestern proud, and just really push the envelope every time I get on the court.
Does he have another tonight? The give, Barnhizer, and wow!
Brooks Barnhizer loves the game of basketball. And even as he begins his NBA journey, his love for Northwestern shines through. For NNN Sports Night, I'm Sammy Krimstein. Thank you so much to Brooks and his family for allowing me to tell their story. Such an honor having the chance to cover one of Northwestern's greats.